class we had begun with the chapter 4 of social science, that is ancient civilizations of the world. Today let's continue with the chapter. We are going to learn about the pyramids of Giza, decline of Egyptian civilization. We are going to learn about pharaohs, Hyksos, Thebes, Assyrians, Cambyses, Alexander the Great, Cleopatra and Roman invasion. See the pronunciation, it's pharaohs, Hyksos, Thebes, Assyrians, Cambyses, Alexander the Great, Cleopatra and Roman invasion. Students, what are pyramids? Pyramids are erected on the rocky plateau on the west bank of River Nile at Giza. Remember, pyramids are erected on the rocky plateau on the west bank of River Nile at Giza. At Giza, there are three great pyramids. There are three great pyramids of Giza. Pyramids are actually constructed for countries, that is Egypt's pharaohs. Pyramids are mainly constructed for the purpose of pharaohs in their remembrance. So there are three great pyramids of Giza. First one is Khufu. Second one is Khafre. Third is Menkaure. First is Khufu, that is the largest pyramid of the world. Second one is Khafre, which was constructed for Khufu's son. That is the second largest pyramid of the world, and Menkaure was constructed for the Khafre's son. And you can see the great sphinx of Giza, which is right in front of the pyramid. It is stone statue. It is a stone statue where the body is of lion and the head is of pharaoh. Initially, graves were created by carving into the rock in the hills. Initially, the graves were created by carving into the rock in the hill. Later, they started building in the desert itself. They started when they moved, the Egyptian, when they moved to the north, they started constructing the grave or making the grave in the desert itself. They built the high towers. They started building the high towers with a huge stone with the purpose of not to disturb the eternal sleep of the dead. The main reason for building the tower above the grave is that they shouldn't disturb the eternal sleep of the dead. And this beautiful sculpture or beautiful structure is called as pyramids. This pyramid term was used by Greeks. Greeks used this term to describe the beautiful structure, that is pyramid. Students, now let's learn about the pharaohs. Pharaohs are the king of Egypt. King of Egypt are called as pharaohs. And the pharaohs lived in palatial houses. The pharaohs lived in palatial houses. Palatial house in the sense it's a kind of palace. Within the palace, there is a lot of space. The spacious place is called as palatial houses. They lived there. The pharaohs lived there. The people or the local people who used to believe Osiris, the god which we discussed in the previous class, Osiris is the most powerful god of life and death. We have learned this in the previous class. The local people of Egypt who believed or accepted the rule of Osiris started accepting the rules of pharaohs as well. Pharaohs ruled for about 20 centuries. Pharaohs ruled for about 20 centuries and pharaohs were considered as strong ruler. Pharaohs were considered as strong ruler by the local people as pharaohs contributed a lot to strengthen and unite the entire Egypt. Now let's learn about how did Egyptian civilization decline. That is very important. How did Egyptian civilization deteriorate? What was the main reason for it? Let's learn one by one. During the rule of pharaohs, Egypt was very independent and Egypt has seen a lot of prosperity in this 20 centuries. Later what happened is pharaohs started giving right to the common people. The normal common right what even kings and the superior people had in the society, the common people also started gaining a lot of importance. The lower class people started gaining more importance and they were given the right to mummify themselves. After their death, they were given right to mummify themselves. Till then they didn't have that right. And there was a great trade. And the there was good contact with the outsiders of outside country. The main reason for the decline of Egyptian civilization was that the procedure of mummifying and building the pyramids was a lot of expensive. It was lot expensive. So what happened? They were subjected to the huge taxes, the government debts and human sufferings. They were subject to government tax, government debts, heavy taxes and a lot of human suffering. So the period of Egyptian civilization came to an end with the civil wars. Meanwhile, the Hyksos, as I mentioned here, the Hyksos conquered Egypt. We will learn in the coming classes. Now let's learn about Hyksos. Students, Hyksos were successful in conquering Egypt. They were the invaders of West Asia. Hyksos were the invaders of West Asia. They were Arabian shepherd tribes. They were Arabian shepherd tribes who were successful in ruling Egypt for about 500 years. They looted wealth of the native people. Who looted? Hyksos looted wealth of the native people. That is the reason why Hyksos were not that popular. The Hyksos had superior weapons and wheeled chariot. They had superior or advanced weapon and wheeled chariot, which made them easy to dominate the Egyptians very easily. The Jews who came in search of shelter to Egypt were also being hated by the local Egyptians. Now let's learn about Thebes. Thebes had defeated Hyksos. Thebes were successful in defeating Hyksos and they conquered Egypt. In 1700 BC, Thebes rose revolt. Whom did they rose revolt against? Thebes rose revolt against the foreigners. Thebes rose revolt against the foreigners and the conflict was so prolonged or extended, but at the end they were successful in driving away the Hyksos. And the main person who was successful in driving away the Hyksos was Ahmose. Ahmose the first was successful in driving away the Hyksos from Egypt and he reunited the Egypt and created his own kingdom in Egypt. Now let's learn about Assyrians. After 1,000 years of Thebes rule, Egypt came under the rule of Sardanapalus of Assyria. After 1,000 years of Thebes rule, Egypt came under the rule of Sardanapalus of Assyria. After Assyrians, the Egypt was conquered by Cambyses. Remember, after Assyrians, the Egypt came under Cambyses. The Egypt was conquered by Cambyses in 6th century. Cambyses was the son of Cyrus. He expanded the empire by conquering Egypt. Who expanded the empire? Cambyses expanded the empire by conquering Egypt. Cambyses was non-tolerant of religious beliefs. He never believed any religion. Then, at the same time, Alexander the Great occupied Persia in 4th century. Remember, Alexander the Great occupied Persia in 4th century. Alexander the Great's military general considered himself as the king of Egypt. Then he started establishing the dynasty of Ptolemy. See the pronunciation there, it's Ptolemy. He silent. He established the dynasty of Ptolemy. Then Alexander founded the city of Alexandria. Who founded the city of Alexandria? Alexander the Great founded the city of Alexandria. Now let's learn about the Cleopatra and the Roman invasion. Cleopatra was the daughter of Ptolemy. Ptolemy's daughter was Cleopatra. We learn about her. She was the last Egyptian queen. And she was mostly known for her beauty. She was fluent in 7 languages. Cleopatra was very fluent in 7 languages. She was the greatest pharaoh and the last one as well. Who was the greatest pharaoh? Cleopatra was the greatest pharaoh and the last one. She She had worked a lot to save her country. She had contributed a lot to save her country. And she was also successful in conquering Romans twice. But it is said that the Romans were more feared or scared for her beauty than her troops. As she was very beautiful, Romans were scared or feared of her beauty than the troops. Then her army was defeated by Augustus. Then the army was defeated by Augustus. Augustus is son-in-law of Caesar. Her army was defeated by Augustus. What happened is, he didn't kill her. Augustus didn't kill her, but he took her along with him. But at the same time, what she did is she consumed poison and killed herself. Because Augustus defeated her troop, she was taken into the hostile and she was taken along with him. At the same time, she consumed poison and killed herself because she realized that getting humiliated by her enemies is better than. Now let's learn about Cleopatra and the Roman invasion. Cleopatra and the Roman invasion. Cleopatra was the daughter of Ptolemy. Ptolemy's daughter was Cleopatra. Let's learn about her. She was the last Egyptian queen. Who was the last Egyptian queen? Cleopatra was the last Egyptian queen and she was very fluent with 7 languages. Cleopatra was fluent with 7 languages. Cleopatra was the greatest pharaoh. She was considered the greatest pharaoh of Egypt and the last one as well. She was considered as the greatest pharaoh of Egypt and the last one as well. She, that is Cleopatra, contributed a lot. She tried a lot to save her country. And she was very successful in defeating the Romans twice. She was very beautiful. So it is said that the Romans were scared or feared for her beauty more than her troops. They were feared towards her beauty more than her troops. But what happened is her army was defeated by Augustus. Augustus is son-in-law of Caesar. Her army was defeated by Augustus. So what Augustus did is he didn't kill her, but he took her along. He occupied her. At the time, she consumed poison and ended her life. The Cleopatra consumed poison and ended her life. Because she realized that it's better to die than getting humiliated by her enemies. Then onwards, Egypt became the province of Rome. Then onwards, after her death, Egypt became the province of